Just after midnight, Calvin Burke locks up the Black Stallion Diner, his second shift as a transit custodian on US Highway 7. Behind him, the fog swallows the neon red sign buzzing unevenly. He's heard the folklore here, how the ridge breathes when no one's looking. Tonight, something sharp and cold scratches the diner's chrome rim. He spins, empty lot, no wind. Calvin checks his watch, 2:03 a.m. By now, the tales say, a Wendigo spirit roams the backbone, stalking the lane where travelers vanish without a trace. He shoves a rusty broom across cracked asphalt. No crossing the white line at the road's edge. Rule of the ridge, his supervisor warned. Never step past the stripe after dark. Calvin scoffs, but feels the edge of a boundary tightening. The stripe pulsed like pulse. No, that's nonsense, he tells himself. But every time he nears it, a whisper trails in his ear, words thick as the fog, in a breathy drawl. Come closer, child. The tourists call it Devil's Backbone, but the locals named the spirit Nantu, the one who waits. Calvin's flashlight flicks. The shadows shift. Inside, he mumbles to the quiet aisles. No one's here but me. Yet the radio in the corner hums static bursts, then crackles a soft, old country tune he never installed. Calvin's fingers twitch at the volume dial. No signal should reach this wired place. Noise melts into whispers, not in English, maybe Choctaw, a local tongue for ghostly prayers. The spine of the night feels less empty. Outside again. J.D. Darcy. He notices shattered glass, a cracked rearview mirror, tiny blood droplets on the pavement. The overnight trucker's log says no accidents here for years. His radio crackles a familiar voice, low and broken. Don't cross after dark. Bad things, remember. Calvin's breath tightens. Some warnings aren't legends. The metal bites cold. Scratches spiral into tangled runes, like claw marks those lost travelers left behind. He traces one with a trembling finger. Heart hammers, those aren't animal marks. This place writes itself in scars, in waiting. He blinks, and shadows slink just past the light's reach. Power dips. Calvin's pitch-black world shrinks to the circle of light. Behind him, soft footsteps pace heavy like rain. He spins, only fog gnawing at his jacket's hem. The radio bursts static, then clear. Whisper sharp. Cash money never finds the lost. Calvin shivers. He's heard of the hungry debt, travelers who paid fares but never arrived. The cameras show only empty night, no ghosts, no visitors. But Calvin's steps echo from the back exit, where the ridge creeps closer. He knows the footage lies. The Devil's Backbone protects its secrets in half-truths and silence. They say this keeps the Nantu at bay. But tonight, it doesn't warm my hand. The charm's beads feel slick, cold as river stones. His supervisor's voice crushes in memory. If you hear the child's laugh, don't look back. His throat tightens. He catches soft giggling from the distant woods. Not kids. Something older. The wind carries a scent. Damp moss tangled with something rotten. Almost sweet. A child's giggle weaves with the rustle of dead leaves. Calvin steps back, but his boots hit loose gravel. Crunch. The giggle stops, replaced by a silence so thick it presses in. like the land itself is holding breath. He freezes. His own reflected eyes widen, then shift. Behind his glass twin, faces stare, pale. Hollow-eyed children wink and smile like they've waited lifetimes for this moment. The spine trembles beneath his feet. The Nantu doesn't just haunt the woods. It collects the forgotten. His light falters, plunging the diner into choking black. Panic claws his chest. Then a sharp, silver voice. Remember the stripe. Survival pulses down his spine. If he crosses that line, he'll be claimed like the others. He scrambles backwards, heartbeat snapping like wire. The ridge presses heavy on his back, whispers melting into harsh growls, those not-so-childlike voices, snarling for his breath. Calvin bursts through the diner door, slamming it tight, bolts rattling like the final barrier between worlds. His body heaves. Outside, the footsteps circle the windows, weaving lullabies that curl like smoke into the room. He counts the seconds, one last hour till dawn, till the ridge forgets. But something lingers, the scent of damp moss and childhood innocence twisted into a deadly promise. As daylight bleeds in, the fog recedes, enough to see the empty street. But in that mirror, his reflection smiles. With eyes that whispered, "Come back tomorrow night," there's no escaping Devil's backbone. It remembers every name. Calvin's story is just beginning. The night never lets go, and neither will the ridge.